Hello everyone, it's Nigerian Mindset episode 5 of the marriage series, and I'm Dr. Nana Akaeze. Let's kickstart 2020 by getting to know our health status. Some good ways to start a new year is to visit our doctors. That's what we do here in abroad. They say health is wealth. Okay? The importance of good health to humans cannot be over-accentuated. So, this is the right time for all of us to visit our doctors. I already have made so many appointments with my doctor. For my husband, for our children, like that, for eye exams and all of that. And you can also make appointments for your yearly physicals. For the women, visit a gynecologist. A gynecologist is a physician who specializes in treating anything related to female reproductive organs. So I encourage you all to visit your GYN doctors. For the men, visit your PCP. They will refer you further if need be. We as Nigerians must know and believe that it is not everything that is spiritual. We must believe that in this 21st century, we need to know our health situation. Be on top of it so that you can take care of it in case there is anything that needs attention. Some people have high blood pressure, diabetes, and so many other things, but they don't know until it's too late. So we cannot attach everything to spirituality, even though there are some spiritual connotation to it. Not everything is spiritual. Okay? It is important to know what's up with us. So no delays. Now, some significant quotes by Mahatma Gandhi reveal that it is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. We should know that, because when you are sick, all this gold and silver becomes nothing. Another quote by Ralph Emerson posits that the first wealth is health. So we cannot miss that. Health is very important to us as humans. My friends across the world, listen. A woman, do not give up beauty for fear. We cannot give up our beauty for fear as a woman who is married, regardless. So, you don't do that. You need to take care of yourself. You need to make yourself beautiful for your husband. But as a married woman, you need to be decent about it. That's all you need to do. You cannot be afraid not to look good. You need to look good. For your husband to remain and admire you, your beauty may play part. And this may reduce extramarital affairs significantly. Keeping yourself up in your home and remaining elegant, okay? I love to look good. We as women, we need to look good for our husband. Now, let's talk about selfishness and marriage relationships. Selfishness in a marriage relationship is antithetical or incompatible with marriage union. That is so opposite. You might think it's nothing. No, it's big. You cannot be selfish in your marriage. In my view, some of us may have heard the quote, "Let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea." Now, how does that even sound? I think that statement is not only wrong, it's horrible. We cannot do that. We cannot afford to be selfish in our marriage relationship. We cannot in our home. This is what it means for someone who have that kind of mindset. When we say to our partners in a marriage, you cannot be self-centered or selfish to your partner. I expect to have a good home or working marriage relationship. When you are selfish in a home, you are just destroying your marriage. In my view, selfishness can crumble home faster than this many spiritual attack we are talking about in Nigerian homes. Selfishness in a home can destroy marriage faster than that. Okay? It can destroy home more than spiritual attack from known and unknown sources. In a marriage relationship, both partners need to be selfless. You heard me. You have to be selfless. You need to be committed to one another. When attack comes, which is the spiritual attack that we most roughly refer to in Nigeria, both of you will come together and dismantle it. That's how it works. So when you don't have selfishness and that thing comes, both of you will put head together and take care of it, whether it's through prayer or anything you deem fit. But when there is an existence of selfishness, that home, you must know that is free for all attacks. Trust me. You need to eliminate selfishness in your home. Studies reveal that selfishness comes from poverty in the heart. You must really, be poor in your heart to be so selfish that it will now be affecting your relationship with your wife or your husband. And you must also believe that love is not abundant. We have so much love in us, so it's abundant actually. My friends, we need to be able to share with our partners. As married couples, you must believe that when you share with your partner, you are giving back to yourself. Things will be a lot easier to manage in your home when you are not selfish. I don't even imagine, what am I going to be selfish about with my husband, or he being selfish to me? No, it doesn't work like that. Remember that in a marriage relationship, they say two shall become one. You have nothing to lose. I encourage you all to be generous with your partners, man or woman. These are other qualities that keeps our home free of uninvited intruders. When you are selfless in your marriage, you know that anything comes, both of you can see it, or one person can see it, then you come together and take care of it, like I said. Helen Keller posited that selfishness and complaint pervert or distort the mind. When your partner is selfish, constantly you'll be in pains. While love with joy clears up and sharpens vision of love. When there's no selfishness, then you have the heart to love, right? And clears even more vision for you to see what you can do and what you cannot do in your marriage and how to move your marriage forward. Friends around the world, if you are in a marriage relationship, show love to your partner more. Show love. Because selfishness is destructive and breaks down home instead of building it up. Your words of kindness to your partner create confidence in him or her. When you are not selfish, you'll be able to talk with kind mind, right? You will speak kindly to your wife. But when you are selfish, you will be thinking before you say. When you are selfless, you listen to each other. You speak with, you speak kindly, kind words to your wife or your husband. You will see a different countenance. When you speak words of kindness to your partner, you are actually just reassuring him or her that it's okay. And that increases confidence in that union. Together, you will always walk through difficult times, because there are so many times that difficulty come your way in your home. But when you are not selfish to each other, you will come together and take care of whatever problems that you are having, or go through it together. Although, we must also know this. If your partner is so selfish, you can forgive him or her. That is not enough to break your home, okay? You can forgive him or her, because studies shows that there is no hope for remedy. There are people who are so selfish that you just have to live with it. No hope. Some studies shows that there's no cure. Selfishness kills and demolishes the ability of marriage to grow. Instead of growing, the thing will be dilapidating and just falling apart. Selfish people destroy their home faster than spiritual attacks, like I said, from the enemies of the union. First of all, when you are in a marriage, you know you're almost every day at war, because some people don't want that. They want to break it down. So when there's an avenue of selfishness, you're just giving them free for all. The home becomes a free for all attack from the enemy. So we need to try as much as possible to eliminate selfishness in our home. Selfishness provoke legalism in our relationship. A situation where we resort to judgment of partners and some standards that make our home, even substandard. Friends, we need to get to that point of realization that only God is perfect. No one of us is perfect. And so, with the understanding that we hooked up in an imperfect human being as a partner, we are able to work with partners towards making our marriages work. When we begin to seek perfection, we resort to selfishness and set conditions for engagement in marital, relationships. We cannot do that. We cannot. We all know what conditional relationship does to a union. So when you have a conditional relationship, that marriage is just set to crumble. Friends, God is love, and it's only logical that those of us, his children, should remain and unite in love as couples in a marriage relationship. We cannot set rules, okay? Let us all learn to be selfless in our marital relationship. Therein lies the secret to boundless, endless marital love relationships. May we find joy keeping our home this year, 2020 and beyond. Again, check out our books. They are now all over online. They are also, see some of our books. They are also now available for Apple downloads. You can find our books. They are now available on Apple download. You can find them on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. This book is on Apple downloads, Barnes & Noble. You can also read it for free at ResearchGate website. And I thank you all for watching today. I will see you soon.